going to talk about something very, very interesting and very different than what you have learned in other programming language. A statement called as yield statement. What is this statement yield? It returns each value to the caller and then only returns to the caller when all values returns have been exhausted. A very, very weird kind of statement to read. Normally, when we have to return from a function, we write only one single statement, and that is return. And the return statement from function returns from the function, takes the control back from where the call has been given. This yield is not the way, like it is like return, but slightly different than return. It will not transfer the control from the function to the call, from the place where it has been given a call to. It will return the value and then proceed further, assuming that there is something more that it has to be returned. Yield parameter begins with becomes important in context of generators. So today I'll also give an introduction to this concept of generators, which are powerful tool for creating iterators. So if we want to create our own iterators, then we'll have to know more about these generators as well. Okay, generators are like regular functions. So why do we need it? But instead of returning a final value in the end, they used to yield statement to return data during execution. That means this particular function is so very special that during its life, it will return the caller more than one values. It will just keep on returning values at different times. If I compare this with function, if I'm in a function, if I call a value, call a function, the function will get executed and return one value. Next time when I give a call to a function, entire function will again get executed and return a value. Here, generators are special. When I call the generator like a function once again, it will not start from the beginning. It will start from the place from where it had last yielded your value. Yield is like returning a value, but then the function will not continue from the point where it execution starts. It will return from it will continue from point where it has yielded last. Watch it. Values are extracted from the iterator one time by calling next method, and at each of these call, yield expressions values return. So we talked about generators, iterators. We say whenever we have an iterator, we just have to call method next, and next method when we call, it returns as a value. That is what we have learned. So what is this different thing that it is going to do for us? Let's explore this and understand. This happens till stop iteration. Stop iteration is something that was written in our iterable iterator. Also gave you when you call next, when the iterator has exhausted all the elements, then also we had got this error called as stop iteration error. So yield method returns a function to a generator. What is it saying? Returns a function to yield statement returns a function into a generator. Turns a function into a generator. The word generator is very important. Generator, it is a function which just keep on generating values. It is something, it will just keep on generating something. So it is not just a normal function which returns a single value. It's a function which keeps on generating values for a certain time interval. And when it exhausts, it will raise stop iteration error. Yield statement sends return results back to the caller, but remembers where it left off. Why does it remember where it left off? Because next time when you say next, it has to begin from where it left off. From that point, it has to start. So that is something special. Thank you all. So we stop here today and we continue with a further discussion. Next session is again going to be a deep dive into some advanced concepts. And so you have to be very, very attentive. This